Kia ora everyone, my name is Dee, and today I will be presenting my analysis on the topics of the evolutions of Olympic 200-meter running times. Are women catching up? Fun fact, I have been tracking Olympic records since childhood, inspired by my grandfather who competes in track events at the national level. This personal connection sparked my interest in analyzing athletic performance trends, particularly the fascinating questions of gender differences in elite sprinting. Well, my primary research question is, will women Olympic 200 meters running times eventually equals men's times? So to explore this, I examined how Olympic 200-meter winning times have changed over the past century for both men and women, and what linear trend might predict about future performance. I was particularly interested in how reliable this prediction remained when new data is added to the analysis, which led to some surprising findings. My methodology followed a systematic approach. I collected Olympic 200-meter winning time from 1900 to 2020 for both men and women. I first conducted an initial analysis using data from 1900 to 2000, applying linear regression to model winning times as a function of year. This allowed me to predict when women's and men's time might intersect if this trend continued. I then extended the analysis to include more recent data from 2000 to 2020, which reveal important change in the trend. This graph shows the Olympics 200-meter winnings time from 1900 to 2020. The blue dots and trend lines represent men's time, and while the orange represent women's. For men's, we see rapid improvement until around 2000, followed by a plateau. Using both 2008 records of 19.3 seconds remain exceptional and hasn't been surpassed. For women's, improvement continued but at a slower rate compared to the initial period from 1948 to 2000. The regression equations and R-square value show a strong linear relationship, thus the women data show more variability. Next, this visualization shows how our prediction changed dramatically when we include the more recent data. Based on the 1900 to 2000 data alone, the linear model predicted that women winning times would equal men's around the years of 2056, as shown on the left. However, when we incorporated with 2000 to 2020 data, this prediction shifts significantly to approximately the years of 2205, nearly 150 years later. This dramatic shift occurred primarily because men's time has plateaued, while women's improvement has also slowed. So, in conclusion, our analysis revealed that athletic performance may be approaching physiological limits, especially for men. The gender gaps in the sprintings appear likely to persist longer than initially predicted. The limitations of the study include the use of simple linear models, which may not capture complex physiological factors affecting athletic performance. The key takeaway is that while the gap between men's and women's times is narrowing, it's doing so at a much slower rate than earlier data suggested. This highlights the importance of continuously updating our models as new data becomes available. Thank you so much for your attention.